None of those. Yeah, sure. I had studio mode on. What up, gang? It's a bonus content, which means it opens scuffed because I don't do these properly. But if you're paying for these, thanks for doing so. We appreciate you. If you're a champion tier or higher, you get to see this close to the date of recording, as opposed to far late in June. Yeah. So the vibe for this one is we are going to build a deck that Series 3 protagonist Takato Matsuki or Matsuda Takato, depending on which language you're looking at.
Why did they change his surname?
I don't know. Like, Digimon's a weird one where they tried to keep them spiritually as close as they could. They anglicized a little bit, and then they just kind of gave up season 3 onwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bread Boy, if he's known to play the Digimon TCG in the show, but like, what's the name of that other one? It's like Coliseum, right?
Battle Coliseum, or sorry, well, there's
the one he plays.
Hyper Coliseum is the one that he would be probably most known.
Yeah, Hyper Coliseum is gone and dead. So he's gonna play 2020's Digimon TCG. But if you were a real Takato head, how would he build the deck? So we got his whole thing, his whole flow throughout the show, and also historical data leaning on the giants of. It's been a while since we've brought up Digital Gate Open. Shout outs for historical data of all of the Gallantmon tops and Megidramon, because show watchers will know that Takato got a little bit rowdy midway through that show. So yeah, we're gonna build a 50 based on historical data, the vibes, some lore accurate Takato build. So treat this as your deck dive, your little history thing, basically all the things the members have asked for, and we get to get what if with it. So fellas, do we want to start on the Gallantmon side or the Megidramon side?
We should start with Gallantmon, right? That's his like. Oh, actually, what did he get first? Did he get Megi or Gallantmon?
He gets Megi first.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with Megidramon then.
Yeah, I feel like every protagonist that has a Dark Evo always gets the Dark Evo first.
Yeah, they screw it up once or twice.
Should we just look for the first place list, or do we just want a modern Megidramon?
This is a tough question. So I think the problem with Megi is that Megi homogenized very quick. The problem with Megidramon, Megi homogenized very quickly. So there are functionally no modern Megi lists. There are versions that are using the like more recent Gallantmon shell or the War Growlmon to like, there's a Trinity Burst meme OTK that some people love to mess around with.
He would do that, wouldn't he?
Oh my god, yeah, he would 100% use Trinity Burst.
Yeah.
He's like, Rika hasn't blocked me. Trinity Burst.
Yeah. Well, if it's Trinity Burst we want to build, that's a different.
Yeah, his ass is not. Yeah, Henry would lend him a Rapidmon token, but Rika has him muted on 3 different social medias.
So yeah, but yeah, the Megi stuff hasn't had a card really, like, because the most recent Megidramon was Dark Dragon support, so like it hasn't really synergized with this kind of archetype in a while.
Cool.
So any of these like old, Megi combo decks are viable, like the things we could look at. But
yeah, I mean,
I would say
this one's kind of old, but yeah, kind of old.
Yeah.
But shout out to.
If we scroll down, we can just look at Tom's.
Yeah,
he topped.
Oh yeah.
He's like 5th from the bottom on this list, I think.
I was like one of the first ones.
Shout outs to Digidane. There he is. Yeah, Tommy Tricks.
Thomas Tex, my goat.
Thomas Tex.
All right, so we've got Tamas, we've got Tricks, we've got Digidane. I think that's like enough of.
Yeah, these are back when this deck had a different kind of build pan because you could play, more than one Graph Crush.
Right.
But the deck is functionally, if we're doing this, if this is even 10% a deck dive, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna explain how this shit works.
Dude,
people need to read 3 cards. If you're gonna talk about Megi, you need to read War Growlmon BT21, which is the purple red one. Yep. Where he is, when attacking, he can evolve into Megi or Chaos Gallantmon for X-1, where X is the collective number of cards in the discard piles. And his inheritable is on delete, trash the opponent's top security. And those 2 things together mean you get into your Megidramon for very cheap, and at the end of the attack, Digimon deletes all Digimon, so you get another burn. The deck does consistently 3 damage, some cases more than that is the bread and butter. It is facilitated on those 2 pieces. That is like how your turn happens. Growl on X shows up somewhere in there and makes your shit even more broken. But that is kind of the core idea. So if Takato is building for the stuff he likes to do, we start. I mentioned Wargrowlmon because he's the card that people play with Trinity Burst. So if we really want to commit to Trinity Burst Takato maxing, that is the card I would use.
I don't know that we do, but it's really funny.
I think the problem is, right, is we can either do 2 things. We can do a good video where we teach people about the archetype, or we can build the 50 cards Takato would play. Because that dude, if you knew him in real life, would be the most miserable shitter player you've ever met in your life. The entire, like, no more unpleasant experience could be had than talking to Takato Matsuki about the balance of the Digimon TCG. He would do bad opinions and bad deck building the whole way.
Oh man, this game's going downhill.
Yeah, he would build with hype moments and aura.
Yeah,
okay.
So
what if we find a middle ground? What if we find a middle ground? He wants to stop losing to Kazu. You know, he's just gotten his allowance from his mom after putting in like a graveyard shift at the bread shop, and he's like, no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm gonna kill people with Gallantmon, but he's keeping a 1 well-timed Trinity Burst in his back pocket. Thoughts?
I see. Then I'd tell him to tweet at HennyHe and play a good deck. The thing is, it's not an archetype that is kind to riding a fence. Gallantmon is like, it operates on very fine margins because you're throwing your own shit away a lot of the time, either via mill or via discard. Stuff resolves in the discard pile for biomerge. So it does need to a degree be built in an optimized way, otherwise it is the most mediocre wet napkin deck in the game.
Well then, yeah, surely we just make him play the Megi biomerge build.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
That kind of incorporates all of what Takato did in the series. Is that he starts with Megi, that's his attacks, and then Megidramon deletes itself, plays Guilmon, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna turn into Gallantmon instead.
Yeah, my fault, Slime. Let's do it.
If a Crimson mode happens to find its way in there as well,
that is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So should we build for the? Should we start with the Guilmons, or should we randomly start with the Wargrowls?
I think in the case of what we're describing, we should start with the Gigimon, which is that this deck is going to need a miracle to find all of these disparate different packages and pieces, and so we're going to play draw Gigimon, which is EX2.
EX2. Man, they really got that shit right real quick, huh?
Yeah, the third Guilmon egg was the good one. This deck, there are cases where you would play others, and from the perspective of doing this as a deck dive, there are reasons where you would do this, but like in this particular case, we're just gonna try and draw cards, man.
Yeah.
Takato would be the one to play draw Gigi when draw Gigi was bad as well.
Yeah, he would have just loved having that alt art.
He'd just be like, what's bad about drawing cards?
Anyway, I'm gonna swing my stack, and if it dies, I lose the game.
I'm gonna fail to pop the Hexablow and lose my life.
Yeah, this I've chosen to go with the AD reprint because it does have Guilmon bread. Those are apples. Never mind.
Those are apples.
Those are apples.
He's in the park.
This is the one where a Guilmon card is consuming the most food, so it seems the most Takato appropriate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't even know if we have one for that, for the bread yet. Let me try and think. I remember talking about that with somebody the other day.
I think one
the
of
Guilmons. If this is a Takato LARP deck, it's probably 4 of EX2 Guilmon.
Are there searches that we think would be better though if he was like making a slight upgrade?
The Destiny Draw Guilmon from BT21 is probably the premium card cycling and card advantage in this entire archetype at the moment.
Yep, cheeky 4 of.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be 4, but most people are playing it 4. But if it's Takato LARPing, the one that finds Takato makes the most sense to me.
Which would be the BT. Well, BT12 is actually the one that finds.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. He finds all Takatos.
But that would mean playing BT12.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. You know, Takato has a little bit of self-respect for himself.
Like I said, he's been playing BT12 thing, and now he's like, all right, Kazu, I got your ass this week, and he is upgraded to EX2. That will.
I think this is the searcher that would be the next most roleplay. The memory one's an option. Are we intentionally cutting the X line from this? Are we gonna try and be kind of thematically appropriate here?
I'm happy to have the X line.
Okay, then it's Gilmon X.
Yeah.
Gilmon X has a power budget sort of.
Guys, are we just building current Gallimon?
This is what I mean.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
how we can balance this. Takato's deck
fine.
is either going to suck and can't be played, or we're going to build a good deck instead.
We can build a good deck with a couple of cute locals text TM.
But this deck can't play. It just stops working if you give it bad cards, it's bad. Kalumon isn't an engine anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, but
if you are playing Kalumon, I have tried it a little bit. It's BT19 Kalumon these days.
Yeah.
He is
still not that one. I'm searching the word.
It's gonna say
he's not there.
Yeah. Yeah, BT19 Kalumon has impressed me the more I mess with this card every now and then. Part of the advantage the card gives you is just like a better grinding game. So you can blow it up or have it like take a hit and give you incremental value over the course of the game.
Oh, do you blow it up with the one-off Grammon?
That was the intended support for it. But there are other ways to do it. Like a Meggy can blow it up.
You can promote the Guillemon with a Takato on board, play Kalumon for free on and Biomerd. Yeah.
That's funny. I misclicked. I'm not gonna hold you. That I did not mean to add him to the list, but he's here now. Just like Kalumon in the show, he's here now, I guess.
Yeah, you never leave home with that one. It's really good.
How many rookies are we on? This is 11. Do you want 11 evolvable rookies? We've got space for another Gil X.
No, this is I'm playing 10 in my list. If Takato wants a better deck, you could, this would work.
Sure. All right.
If it's biomerging, we need Growlmons and War Growlmons.
We do.
Right. Growlmons. Okay, Growlmon. So there's one guy in the room that everyone wants us to talk about. But for a LARPer deck, probably not Growlex. He probably will still be played.
Yeah.
But you probably should be on 2 to 3 copies of the BT19 one that plays Takatos.
This is where I guess we need to look at more modern ones after they cut the Black Growl. Like, this is free play Takato.
Cut the Black Growl is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. I think it was only me who ran that.
Yeah, that card yeah, some people played it in the Rush Loop version. That's it.
Is this the only one that free plays the Takato, or is there a better
BT12 Takato is if you don't have a tamer play Takato. Sorry, if you don't have Takato, play Takato. But this card contextually sees value with Cool Boy versions, but most of the builds these days are on BT19.
Okay.
If they're playing a card that plays Takato, they're playing this one.
Cool.
You play the one of
course.
And then from my, if I was to convince this anime ass 10-year-old to try playable cards, I'd tell him to play 4 Growlmon X and 2 to 3 copies of ST7 Growlmon, ideally 2.
I love ST7 Growlmon, so I'm a big fan.
Yeah, and this gives you, the reason it's nice for the deck dive enjoyers here is that the memory inherits come up a lot. Like, it just means that you're climbing. Just terrible. Yeah, this archetype has spotty history.
The EX2 Growl was decent way back when.
Way back when, yeah. He was tight with a proto form. When you swung, popped something, and then with BT9X antibody, and you went into Growl X. That War Growl X was so cool. I loved that card. Yes. So these are your level 4s.
Yep.
You're playing, I guess, in this list 7 of them that can be Biomerge pieces, which is good. I'm playing 6 in my list at home, but 7 is plenty. You'll have no trouble. Then when you need Growlmon, you'll also need War Growlmon.
Yeah.
You got any obvious rips off the top? I suppose we need BT21 War Growlmon if we're gonna play Meggy.
Yeah. There we go.
Cool. And then AD Wargalmon was grown in a lab for this kind of thing. So those are the two front runners in my mind.
Yeah, this one seems kind of self-explanatory, really. Oh, where is...
left.
There we go.
Yeah, a lot of the discussion these days about like, because you're right, like self-explanatory is true, and I'm sure Tom will agree with me when I say this. One of the challenges with these cards is finding room for Wargrowl X, because he is still legitimately very broken. It's just not a biomerge card. So if we're gonna play it to Meggy strengths, then it's a little tougher to do that otherwise.
This is not the right Megidramon. There he is.
Top right one. Yeah.
This is a free of.
Yeah, pretty good card. It's cool to do the damage. The Kalumon can come up here in like a pretty big way.
Oh man, this card is... These Megidramons, they are all varying ranges of quality.
Yeah.
He sure has had a spotty run over the years. Hey, I'll go to bat for Meggy Ace. Meggy Ace is kind of an interesting, quirky card that a LARPer would enjoy. Because it lets you stack and inherit under a Guilmon that you would never normally be able to get.
I like it.
Don't like it too much. It's not that good, but it's...
Yeah, no, I was reading
we're
it.
talking about it from the perspective of like optimization. This is Takato, who like he's gonna see that card and go, ooh.
I can evolve for 0 on my opponent's turn. That's so cool.
Yeah, I'll play 81 Wargalmon and a Tamer card to pass the turn, and they'll never see it coming. Very funny.
Sure.
I could be down for one of those.
And then Gallantmon. I think it's time to filter to level 6.
Yeah. So, it's 80 Gallantmon.
Yeah, there's like literally no other pick, right?
Functionally, no. Yeah, you're right. It's the one you want to biomerge into these days. But you do want the rush ones, I would assume, if we're going to try and let Meggy do his thing.
The Secret Gallants.
The promo is the rush most folks prefer these days, but that's meta contextual. Takato probably doesn't play in a real format, so
no,
like
he's trying to beat 2 dudes.
Yeah, part of why for BT13 Gallantmon has fallen off a cliff is Medusamon. Medusamon leaves tokens on your side of the board, so you can't get your free cheap Gallant.
Oh, that makes sense.
Whereas the promo one can come down for cheap in those.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with promo Gallant.
I'll say he looks really cool.
He does look really cool. In terms of numbers on our level 6s, how many do we need?
Are you still playing 380 Gallant, Tom? I'm still playing 3.
I think I was on 2.
I was on...
You were on 2, but then...
So Henny's list... no, that was Marsmon. Marsmon I was on 2 because I only had 2.
I thought it was the same for Gallant, because we had a game where 2 of them were stuck in security, and I had to not hit them, then scramble.
Yeah, but then you hit one in security and then I scrambled it.
Yeah, that was entirely my fault. We both established they were in security, and then I still hit security.
Yeah, I have a third one, but the Henny list the one that
that's the Patrick,
that's it. The Patrick list was on 2, and he came second, and so I was on 2. But I mean, 3 it can't be wrong, right? Like more.
He's playing 3. It's 3 Gallant X, 1 promo.
Oh,
quirky.
Weird, I thought he was on 2. Never mind. Right. Oh, well, I need to put the third one.
Cool. I guess there's some question. Like, we've obviously used the X antibodies for the 3s and 4s because they just kind of feel non-negotiable if we're trying to make a functional
the Kill X, the Growl X having that inherit matters so much to this deck.
You
just
wonder,
gotta have it.
I do wonder if we otherwise forsake the X antibodies to focus more on Gallantmon, the name.
Well, I have no feeling that wouldn't work particularly. My sense is that like if we're playing Kalumon and Meggy to do like a make Meggy end of turn biomerge make Gallantmon thing, which is very TV show thematic, then in this case it would be fine to assume it's kind of a cut and dry replacement for the X Gallantmon. But
what would we want to add in?
So a beloved variant of this deck that I enjoyed was using BT21's the Digimon I designed. It was really good in Meggy, but by the end of its lifespan, the deck had started using it in like a different kind of Gallantmon toolbox version. TDID or TDID Gallantmon is like the Unkers were kind of coining it. was like, it was an interesting one. So you ignore the requirement, we've got Takato. So we will put some Takatos in here in a minute, presumably all the biomerge ones. But the effect triggers, and it's when a Digimon is deleted, you can evolve from trash into the target name. So it's into a card with Galmon, Gallantmon, or Megidramon without paying the cost. So it's a free Evo, and in the cases when you have the inherits, it's plus memory because their memory can trigger as well. So this would be the thing you would probably want to pair with a Megidramon combo, because like Megi blows the board up and then plays out some little bozo, and then you either have a biomerge to end the game or you have TDID to get you there. So also it's draw one, trash one, which historically never been bad.
Pretty good. So
you have any opposition to that, Tom? Like TDID makes sense here.
It's also like in fall and it's something Takato would play because it's like it's the Digimon Eye design.
Yeah, he's the eye in that context.
Yeah, he's the eye in this context.
He plays TDID and gets jumped.
No.
Yeah, I was just reading this just like whilst we were talking.
Guys, I just had this like really strange dream where we were in a format that scrambles didn't exist and we were having some behavior. I'm glad we know what it is. So that was time.
So we have a lot of Takatos now.
There's one best Takato. We'll just rip the band-aid off. It's BT17. The Blitz one historically was the man for so long. But if we're trying to biomerge and AD Gallantmon doesn't need Blitz, Takato really, you gotta biomerge and you gotta use the homie.
So yeah, it's this one, and then isn't there, you said that 90?
BT12 is the old biomerge tamer.
Here's the question: would Takato be a fail warper?
Hell no. You
would
think
Takato be able to parse that? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think we can include the 12 one.
God, what a card.
So we are not doing this one.
Well, I mean, you can include one copy of that if you want, but if it's not him, then it's 20.
21 Takato is kind of fun. It's a card I've abused and used.
Yeah, but that's for a T-did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was really good in T-did, man.
Oh, how? But no. But I'm thinking about this from an optimal standpoint. Takato 100% is looking at his deck and goes, my deck doesn't have blocker. Why does it have blocker? Caliber, why are you blocking? And then he'll read 21 Takato go, ooh, it gives me blocker.
You're so right for that, actually.
Also, that's the first art where they've got bread.
Yeah.
True. There we go.
Yeah.
He 100% plays 21 Takato.
All right. In terms of tamer lineup, then we one memory setter.
One would be all right.
One memory setter, one useless card, and then 4 of the good one.
Sure, that's what Takato would do.
Yeah.
How many fucking cards are in this deck? 50. All right.
We've now hit 50 cards.
All
right. God, 11, 11, 8, 10. It's like a radioactive waste pile of a Gallantmon deck. I can actually smell the table.
This is like definitely first set deck building. I love this shit. 10 is horrendous. This is with no Crimson mode in here as well.
I don't think he'd play 3 of the free-to-play Gallantmon.
Yeah, the promo one.
Yeah, to be fair, that was me clicking mindlessly.
If we're gonna include Megi, I think the promo Gallantmon is a cool one of.
Yep, I like it.
The Megi Ace.
I mean,
what a choice! That's too funny. He would do it. Yeah, he'd do it. He'd be all about that.
He'd be like, "Yeah, my level 5 will like survive, and then my opponent will just attack, and I'll just."
He'd be like low passing by like popping with 80 War Growl and stuff. Like,
yeah, no, he's just gonna be not big enough when he swings his Gallantmon. It's gonna spit out, and then he's gonna try and TDID or something, and then he's like, "Oh man, I only finished on a 5."
Bro, but it's so. This deck could like hypothetically pop like 17k worth of Digimon. It's so wild. Is there anything to make this playable?
It'll do. Right? Like, surely instead of Crimson mode, we just play trainings or something, right?
Yeah.
The deck stops working if we don't play trainings.
But like, again, we're talking optimal. How are you not gonna? How is Takato not?
Oh,
going
you're right.
to
Takato would cut
mode?
delays for just more searcher
He would
Guilmons.
play. He would play Crimson mode.
Yeah, he would.
This is
That's true.
Takato. He would not play Crimson.
Yeah.
Cool.
Again,
Okay.
we got to think about this from a perspective of, man, I can't. You know, this is like murder your darlings 101. This is
Yeah,
how-
you're right. We have to really neuter this deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if we have one training that has Kalumon on it, and then we have Crimson mode?
Okay, so sprint dash and then.
I'll raise you this. I think Kalumon is on every one of the red trainings, and therefore
Yeah.
Takato would be a big fan of that.
Oh, he just runs one of each training.
One of each of the dual trainings.
That's-
Yes, sir.
But like he only gets access to sprint dash.
Yeah, if he's playing illegal.
Sure.
Shout out to Takato, little cheater. Yeah,
Oh.
Kalumon, I believe, is in all of the dual
He-
cards.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. If we give him the red,
We future-proof this video. There we go. He's on 5 training.
5 trainings.
5
Okay,
training,
we
no
got-
scramble. All right, we're gonna
This
have
is
to.
the future red hybrid players are warning us about.
So.
All right. What would he cut here? Would he?
Goodbye,
No, he would play Kalumon. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
He would play Kalamon. He would 100%.
If it's Takato, he's cutting Growlix.
Yeah.
Put it at like
Okay.
2, and then let's play some like how many cards?
Maybe one less War Growl as well.
Yeah, like I'd cut one of the BT21 ones down a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd be cutting one of the 80 ones.
81's here
The 21 is what's letting you go.
into Meggy, I
Into
suppose.
Meggy,
yeah.
yeah.
Wait, we don't have Trinity Burst.
No, we don't. We need to cut a lot more
All right.
junk
Which
out here.
which training do you think he would get rid of? Immon because he does not fuck with that guy.
The one that picks up purple as well.
Oh fuck yeah, you're right.
Andrew, I think he's playing 5 trainings.
I-
I think because it's got a Kalumon on it. I think he's playing all 5 trainings.
If I matched against this opponent like at locals round 1 and I saw the state of that building, I'd take the.
He's
best
playing 1 TDID, and it's a cool combo card that a well-timed TDID can save the game.
oh man, I didn't have protection when I swung my Gallantmon. Awesome. That Digimon.
Wait. No, I've just realized this is Johnny Lowe deck building.
One-offs.
It's just one-offs everywhere, and like any card that would like counter a specific situation.
Yeah, he's like, I'll
he
just
would
find
put
it.
in, and it would work because he's the best to ever do it. He's one of the best players ever. He put Dorugo in V's and found it constantly.
I've been talking to him again. Like it's like talking to a fucking like hostage negotiator. he was showing me Death X evolution from BT9. I'm like, put that thing away.
Okay.
Put it away.
Okay.
Johnny, please.
We need one more card cut for Trinity Burst. How many of these TDIDs are we still playing? Are we just playing 1 right now?
I think I might have had 2.
Cut the second one. He's a rat.
Where? Yeah, there
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
And then he's playing 1 of every option card
This
in
is
his
the
deck.
suckiest Gallant pile I've ever seen.
Yep, that
Wait.
sounds like Takato.
What does
It would
the
100%
old red memory boost look like?
You're gonna have to be more specific. What do you mean?
Oh, he would have the he would have the
Nah.
Gilmon red memory boost though,
Well,
wouldn't
there's
he?
2 Gilmon
No.
ones, right?
Okay, but like that memory boost costs money, and he's a brokey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
He's an underpaid middle school student at a bakery, dude.
Oh, you know what? He wouldn't run memory boost because then what if he accidentally has too much memory to do his combo?
And it would bot like his
His bot
you know,
staccatos.
And all of his trainings. Yeah, you're right. Every game he puts 3 of his
but-
trainings into security.
Guys, he 100% buys into the gem memory boost because their search is 1 less.
He's got those. We have to cut. We have to cut some trainings.
No, because they've got Kalumon on it. It's the closest thing to archetype this thing shit gets.
Yeah,
Takato.
I think we're cutting a Takato. I'm dead ass.
we gotta cut the purple
Yeah.
one, right?
No, he'll keep the purple
He'll
one.
keep the purple one. It's the braid one he wouldn't keep.
Yeah,
Yeah, he would
remember
cut a
that.
memory setter. I have boosts. Why do I need a memory
I mean,
setter?
I'll be 100% honest with you. it's one Megidramon he'd cut because he's like, I don't want to live like that.
I'll just wait. So we get rid of this one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Goodness.
Okay, and he plays a Garnet.
One of the new alts that has a Gilmon in it.
Yeah. Does it have a?
Scroll. It's a little higher. It's right there.
Yeah, there's Garnet. Is there an alt
Yeah.
for Garnet now?
Yeah, in the starter decks.
There's Gilmon.
There you go. One copy of that.
One copy of Garnet Memory Boost.
Strictly downgrade type card, but
Yep.
God, there's Magenta. We're just ignoring it. Buy Magenta Boost. That would help a lot.
Dude, yeah, but
it's fine.
This doesn't have
it
an
doesn't have
alt
the
yet.
picture on it. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know what a Shadramon is.
He's seen the TV shows.
Yeah, he's seen the TV show where they make Paildramon
He's probably
every
a Davis
time.
dandy.
Well, known Yoli Enjoyer.
That's true.
Oh, maybe he's on Vermilion. Because it finds Promo Gallant.
True.
Oh.
That's just all the other delay of things.
Well, all right, there we go.
God bless this mess. This is 49 cards.
Oh, well, that means we can add some consistency.
We can put another Tamer. We can put the Tamer back in.
How do we? Oh, we cut a Megidramon as well. Right.
Yeah, just put the Memcenter back in. It's like, oh, phew.
Oh, perfect. Now, if I wasn't going to be doing Barcelona in less than a month, this is where we would take this into DCGO and try and sack the shit out of us. We could just do that, right? We try and sack the shit out of one person.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean,
the list isn't DCGO legal because of
oh yeah, you're right.
New
Okay.
trainings.
Yeah,
but Takato would insist on playing with his proxies that have Kalumon on them.
Real. Okay.
He's a little friend. He's a friend.
Maybe we'll make this like additional bonus content. Where we try and sack the shit out of someone on DCGO once these are legal.
If this video gets like 1,000 views, I'll play this on DCGO.
If it gets 1,000 views, I'll do the video. I'll lead the video where I take either this list or something similar and play it in DCGO and see if I can get one win.
Yeah. The Trinity versus
you'll get one win.
Yeah.
One proper win.
One proper win.
You're gonna load all training and sprint dash as the top 2 cards of security, and it will fix all of the consistency issues that we have built into the deck.
Why is it called sprint dash, but the rest are all one word? It's endurance wall. I can't read the yellow one.
I think the idea is
it could have just been sprint training.
The actual name of like the exercise technically is
you're
sprint
very
dash.
likely. Yeah.
Yeah, athletics nerd shit. Also, like, I love that there's heat,
that's what it was.
Yeah, heat training is hurdles, not to be confused with endurance training where they go into the sauna.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
This training is endurance.
This shit's heat, bro.
You gotta say that every time it pops out of security.
This really is like we're doing a little bit here, but like I'm thinking there's a lot of decks I would do this ratio to.
I mean, the new dual trainings are so much better than like
just completely broken cards with no business functioning the way they do.
The fact that eventually all the colors will get one copy of everything, like unless your deck is specifically dual color, like how Bears is like green. And then
Bears is playing a couple of sprints instead.
Yeah, you play sprint, but like if your deck is just like mono and then a different color, you just do.
But surely Bears are just gonna play every green and then.
Yeah, they'll play every green eventually.
Yeah.
But like, at the moment, you just play.
As long as you have a binding color, like you should be fine.
Yeah. And sprint dash is in particular is also like so segue again. Sprint dash in particular is very good for Bears because Dankanan is used. So
it's
true.
You always have sources. You just always have sources.
Well, this is what Takato would do. If you want a deep,
somebody should stop him.
If you want a medium dive on your favorite Digimon protagonist,
medium dive is crazy.
Dude, I don't know if we dove. I think we're in the kiddie pool. We looked at it like that's a pool of water.
Yeah. If you need to drown your favorite protagonist on card meta, let us know whose deck we should put together. To varying levels of success. When Metal Empire comes out, we'll do Kazu. Please don't suggest Kazu or Kenta until they have real cards. Or even like semi-playable cards. Just like, let's not make this too difficult. All right, we butchered a good deck. Don't make us do things
Butcher
with
a bad deck.
cards that don't exist.
Yeah, next it's Yoli.
Okay, well, we butchered it, but like Yole would be like
Yoli would
Meramon.
just be actually the deck that she is from. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be the deck she's from, and then she has a couple of Meramons from when she's in India.
Oh my god, yeah. Great bit.
All right, thanks for tuning into BoCo. If you saw this in not June, and then thank you for being a champion tier or higher. If you saw this at the end of June and going, damn, I waited for this, sorry. Become a champion so you can get slop like this sooner. Yeah, see ya, I guess.
Good work, gang. See you later.
Yeah, this was certainly work that we did.
Bye-bye.